Hey guys, we're Evan and Caitlin. Welcome to today's Aftershow.
Hi.
The way you did hi made me think of Allie Ward from Ologies. Is a podcast we listen to, and she always does an intro where she's like, "Hi."
Hi. It's your old dad, Allie Ward. All right, it's your weird sister-in-law with the rats, Allie Ward.
It's a good one.
It's a really good podcast. Ologies is the podcast.
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this awesome super soaker that we made.
It's the Aftershow.
It's the Aftershow for this beast.
Yeah.
You may not be able to see, but I've done some reinforcing.
Post video.
Post video. I added these four here. I changed the structure of this to make it more modular, to give some more room for a hose clamp. I added some reinforcement here so it didn't wobble and wiggle as much.
Are we printing a new kickstand?
We're gonna use the same kickstand. I just removed it for shipping.
Oh, for shipping.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, for shipping. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is so beefy.
Oh, I just thought of a redesign for the kickstand that'll make it like 2 times better.
This is basically getting 100% new prints from...
No, just not this.
That
just the same. Although I totally want to reprint it because in the one that I made, I didn't have these bolts. I just drilled straight through, so they're not like pretty, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, the thing is, one of the reasons we're reinforcing this is that we are taking this up to Seattle with us, and we need to be stronger because we're going to be messing with it with more people than just us. So we don't want to be like, oh, just be careful when you hold it that way, or whatever.
And not only that, we're going to be decorating this.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what I was about to say. So it doesn't matter if there's like a bolt sticking out here or there, because we're going to decorate this and make it look really cool.
But I guess the reason why we want to make this as good as it can be before we head up there is once we make it really cool, we're not going to reprint any parts or make it like reinforce it at all. Like what we decorate while we're up there is what it's going to be.
Yeah, so
forever,
we wanted to do
because it's going to be really cool.
Here.
They're going to make it so cool. I can't wait.
We probably said this like 20 times, but we're going up to Seattle to visit to visit Bill and Britt from Punish Props. And we're also going to be seeing Joel, 3D printing nerd. We're going to be doing some projects with them, but one of them is making this gun. This is the idea that kind of like spurred the trip, is making this blaster look really, really cool. So we're going to be adding like some foam stuff to it. And
because that's how prop making works.
Yeah, I mean we don't worry, but it's gonna be really fun. So I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, we had to build a crazy. By we, I mean Evan. In like a few hours last night in the crazy heat, had to build a beefy crate for this thing because we're taking it on the plane with us. Yeah,
and we don't want it to get busted up, and it's like we put so much time and effort into this, and that's like one of the main reasons why we're heading up there. And if it gets there and it's damaged, we would be so sad. So there's a strange noise in our kitchen. So it's all plywood, and I have corner brackets to reinforce it and all these like kind of fancy things. I made it so fast though, we weren't able to really capture any footage.
There's not like a video or anything.
So maybe, one thing I was thinking though, is in the future we could maybe cut out a window into the case, replace that with plexiglass, and then when like we're carrying it around, it's kind of like a display case.
But then that weakens it.
Yeah,
when the purpose is to keep it safe.
She has a good point.
So that's some of the stuff that's upcoming with this. Do we want to talk about some of the stuff that
from
happened
the video?
With this build?
Yeah.
This was a very fun video.
This was so much fun. It just makes us want to make more videos like this. And we tried a lot of new things in this video.
Yeah, like filming wise, we tried a lot of new things.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think that we always think that it's such a big change because we're so involved in the minutia of the video, but it doesn't seem like people notice it too much.
Yeah, which I guess is good. We don't want people to be like, you've changed. Yeah, so one thing that we tried a little bit with this video, doing some like
interview style.
It's gonna sound weird. If you're watching like Fixer Upper or HGTV shows, it'll show like the action happening in the house, and then it cuts to the two of them talking about something directly to the camera. And it's
what's it called? On the fly?
On the fly interviews.
On the fly interviews,
it's like, they're cut in between, and it keeps the pace up. And so we tried something kind of like that.
Well, but also you react to things much more genuinely if you film it right after reacting to it. So it's like we'll do something, and then we'll ask each other about it. Reactions are much more natural, and then you can mix that and mesh that with the footage.
Yeah.
And then you get real reactions mixed with the thing that they're reacting to, and it just ties together pretty nicely.
Yeah. So it's like, instead of waiting till the outro to be like, you know what, this was an awesome project, we really like this. In the moment, we'd point the camera at each other, say what we thought about the thing that just happened. There's a few moments like
There's a
when
few nuggets of gold.
I asked you about the Jell-O.
My hand! Oh, that was nasty.
It was nasty. So like I cut that one in, and that was like perfect. You know, so it's like some little moments that, I don't know, they like beef it up a little bit.
They
or
beef it
make
up a lot, yeah.
More interesting, I feel.
They do.
Taking a cue from stuff that we've seen in TV shows and other YouTube channels.
Yeah, there's this one YouTube channel called The Try Guys, and when we first watched it, I'll admit I was a little bit hesitant, but then once we saw the editing style, once we saw how they mixed scenes from multiple angles and different times and mashed them all together into this really awesome story, we were really inspired by how they tell the story and how they make something that wouldn't be super interesting if you just filmed it in a linear fashion.
Yeah.
You have all these different pieces you tie together really well, and then it makes a really great story, and it keeps you very interested in everything.
Yeah.
So we want to take some inspiration from that and add that to our videos.
Of course, like, they have a full team, and we are just two people trying to film. So, you know, whereas they might have the thing going on, the interview with the expert, little interviews, side interviews with each of them, and all of those are intercut.
I can hold this.
Oh yeah. And all those are like intercut for one scene. We might just have two things. We might have the thing happening in like one interview with the two of us.
Yeah.
Intercut those.
But it's a similar idea.
Yeah, but it's a similar idea. It was
And it's
fun
pretty
to like
exciting,
test
yeah.
it a little bit. It makes me nervous it's standing without its little feet.
It has a flat bit right there.
Its butt.
Its butt. One thing that was really interesting for us to do on this video too is we had our first next level sponsor. I feel weird saying that, but
Sponsor
Audible
that required enough talking points that it was going to be a long ad.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a length requirement, they had a talking points requirement, but we were like, oh man, this is going to be long.
But the great thing about Audible is it lets us do projects like this. It would be
Yeah.
hard to get making related company to sponsor this in a way, but Audible allows us to take on projects that we're really, really passionate and excited about.
That don't necessarily fit with some of our other sponsors.
So it's an awesome opportunity for us, and hopefully we can make some great content that you guys like, but they have a lot of points that they wanted us to hit, and it turned out to be about a minute when we read through it all, so
And we were like, oh man, how are we going to make this interesting?
So we tried the skit, and I really like how it turned out.
I thought it was good. Like having like the water cup being the ad bar,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that.
It was
and doing
interesting,
like
too.
the shaving cream for the moon, and when we were talking about the book.
Yeah, the ad agency we were working with for this asked about the progress bar, and they're like, what's up with that? And we told them that we got good feedback from you guys, and it's good to set expectations, and they were like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah, we were
so
like,
it's kind of cool
we were like,
to impart some of that.
yeah, we were like, if we have a progress bar, then people are less likely to redline us or click away, because it's like, oh, okay, I can see that this is almost done. And we tried to make it interesting. We didn't want to just, I mean, we love just talking to the camera, but I think it probably wouldn't have been interesting just reading an ad to the camera. So.
But we're excited to get your feedback. Let us know what you thought about it. Let us know how we can integrate ads like that better in the future maybe, or if you really like this, we'll keep on doing this. It's good to kind of keep on growing and learning and trying new things and seeing what works.
It's really easy for us. If Quikrete is sponsoring us and we're doing a concrete project, we can say a couple things about why we like using Quikrete and concrete, and it's very easy and natural, and boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom.
boom, 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 boom. We can just speed through it. But this is something that's a little bit more of a departure from the video itself. So it's like, how do you tie it in?
Yeah.
You know?
And we're only going to work with companies that we like or we try.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've been listening to Audible for
I love Audible.
years.
When we started doing YouTube videos, I'm like, man, one day I hope we get Audible, because I can say some stuff about them and I will totally believe in it, because I like Audible so much.
Yeah.
I was listening to an audiobook 10 minutes ago.
Yep. Also, shooting stuff. Go, go. Like we put a little bit more time into the testing of the gun, so like shooting stuff in slow motion and doing the actual tests. And that was really fun. It took a lot of planning. We had to like plan out like, okay, we're gonna have at least 2 of every item that we want to shoot, because we're gonna shoot everything twice because we don't have that many cameras, but we wanted to get at least 3 angles, and we wanted to have like a handheld camera so that we could move it, and we wanted a far back camera to like get our reactions.
Yeah, so we filmed every test twice, and we had a total of 4 angles to choose from.
But it was really hot.
It was so hot.
Like
we
a
were
heat
dying.
index. It was a heat index of 105. Our cameras and like our phones every now and then would get overheated and just stop working. And then like some of the PLA.
I literally put my fridge in the
your fridge in the phone.
My phone in the refrigerator to cool it off.
Yeah, we were filming on Evan's phone and we had to put it in the fridge. Some of the PLA was starting to get like a little warpy in the prints. It was so hot. We were dying.
We were dying.
It was really fun though, but like we were just so dead.
It was so worth it. It makes us want to tackle more destruction projects. I'm not really sure how to generalize.
Projects where we can blast things.
Yeah, sometime in the farther future, I want to make a tiny version of Mark Rober's Super Soaker. So Mark Rober made this massive, the world's biggest Super Soaker, and it has, I think, 3,000 PSI and these crazy tanks and solenoids, and it's massive. I want to take that entire thing and shrink it down, to like something that's like this big, like a handheld version of it.
Wait, so
it's a single shot.
I think we need to like explain a little bit more, because Mark basically supersized a traditional Super Soaker, and we're not just gonna like shrink it back down and have a normal Super Soaker, but it's gonna be handheld but super powerful.
Yeah, just
like pretty much as powerful as his.
Pretty much as powerful as his.
But handheld, it's a single shot.
Yeah.
Like a bazooka.
But we want to destroy some stuff, and that would be an awesome way to do it. I mean, having this tiny water blaster cannon bazooka something that can blow stuff up, that'd be really cool. Plus, I think that blowing stuff up with water is safer than with explosives. And another thing, I understand pressure systems and all of that a lot more than I understand explosives, because I worked with pressure systems going up to 15,000 PSI at my last job. So we got it.
2,000, 3,000 should be good.
2,000, 3,000 should be good. If you have any questions about this, let us know. I will be publishing all of the files for this soon, once I stop messing with it. I want to get you guys the latest, greatest, best version of this that I can, with all of the improvements that I've thought of since we made the first one. Already, this is so much better. The first one, it was like wobbly here, and now it's like nice and solid.
It's so solid.
And I really like where this is going. Also, there's more room in here for a proper hose clamp and everything, so it's getting there.
Yeah, so we probably won't get it to them until we get back, since we're leaving tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow. By the time you see this, we're gonna be about to be heading back.
I'll probably be able to finish the files around the same time that this video is published.
Okay.
You know, working on the airport and the airplane and stuff.
Yeah, like when we're heading back.
Yeah.
Cool.
So by the time you're seeing this, I should have them.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Thanks for joining us in this after show, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.